right, are we here? We got life. We got life, I think now. Oops. Every time I forget. Um all right, we got some ads. Hell yeah, we like those ads. No, we don't actually, but hey, it helps out. Um all right, how is everybody doing tonight? Let me share this on Instagram so people know about it. Hopefully, there's no problems with it, but we will see. Every week has been a doozy. Um, Let me know if my mic sounds okay. Um, Probably does, but yeah. So we had to do this a little bit earlier today because I got asked to go out to go somewhere, and I plan to do this. Um, oh wait, I plan to just not go anywhere tonight. But hey, why? I figured like instead of canceling it, how about I just start earlier and do a shorter one? Now, who knows how long this is gonna be? It depends when my friend gets off of work. He has the same job as me, but he's a CCA, so he's working more hours than me. But we all suffered in that, so yeah. All right. Am I in my closet? No, I'm in the my living room right now. This is where I always stream at. I'm not gonna bring everything in there while I do that. It's only for videos. But second channel videos, I don't go in the closet either. I usually record it in the same spot that I'm doing right now. We got a Miller High Life. Can't go wrong with that. Needed one after work, dude. I was like, fucking, oh my god. Is anyone gonna experience the heat wave next week, starting Monday? I don't know how hot Sunday's gonna be. Let me go check. I don't think it's supposed to be as hot, but not Cape May weather. Damn, it's only 63 there. Man, if you vacation now, dude, what the hell? You'd have a terrible time. Terrible. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be 85. Yeah, so it's still gonna be pretty hot, dude. Listen to this. Sunday 85, Monday 91, Tuesday 90, Wednesday 90, Thursday 90, Friday 89, and Saturday 88. And now the heat index is actually going to be above 100. So, and you guys know this, I'm a mailman, so working outside, oh, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough doing it. I'm telling you, it is going to be astronomically horrible. Also, I might turn on my AC really quick. Let me know if you guys are bothered by the sound, if it really matters, if I can just do it. But I'll turn it on because I'm pretty hot right now. Because I usually before when I come home from working, if it's like a hotter day, today wasn't so hot, but still sweating. I like to relax a little bit with the AC on before I go in the shower, because if you go in there like right after you get home and you're already hot from working outside all day, like it's not gonna feel good. Like, dude, it's just But I do. That's why I take half of it cold. But I gotta start off hot because you need to have hot water, because you need to clean yourself. You're not gonna get completely clean with cold. But if you get the heat, you burn off all that fucking scum that you have all over you and shit. But yeah, let me turn this on, and if it's too much, I'll turn it off. Like, I can be fine, but just let me know. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it on. All right, it's gonna turn on really quick. I really don't know how loud it's gonna be, if it really bothers anyone. But all right, it's almost fully on. All right, it's fully on right now. I could talk closer to the mic though if you guys want me to. Just, is this like too big of a problem? Is it annoying or no? Because I know I've been wanting to do this, but I just want to, like, I've tested it out and it's kind of loud in the background. But I don't know if I'm talking over it, if it would be better. But I don't know. Or maybe I can go in my room and do this. Honestly, might be a little bit quieter in there. But yeah, just let me know in the chat really quick if it bothers you guys. Just let me know. I want to know because I don't want to have it on the whole time. You guys are like, oh, that sounds like terrible. Blah, 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 blah. Sounds fine. Don't hear any notes. Hey, let's go, baby. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave it on then. All right. So, okay. Well, this is good to know now that I won't feel bad for I'll It's very, very quiet. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Also, tomorrow, if you guys didn't get notified about it, there will be a Trip Sitters podcast at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Time, and then my UK friends at 3:30. We are going to be having a special interview with the woman who runs Savage Sisters, nonprofit organization in Philadelphia, specifically the Kensington area. You know me if you follow me for a while. I've been really interested in like trank and xylazine, whatever. There's a different name for it, but same thing. But well, no, it's not. It's not because well, Trank is like Benadryl to the xylazine, I guess. But I think Trank is when I think well xylazine by itself, that's different. But xylazine, the Trank is the fentanyl mixed with it, fentanyl and heroin. So yeah, I got a couple questions to ask her, and she's grateful enough to come on. I've been watching her work for a while now, and I've always I wanted to actually collab with her before. I had an idea for a movie that I wanted to do that involved going to that area, but we'll see. It's gonna have to be, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take off of work for a while, but it wouldn't cost too much money to make the movie. It'd be like a soft white underbelly type thing, if you guys know what that is. They interview people that just are fucking in whatever problem they have, but yeah. So she's gonna be on there. I'm gonna try to get that for an hour, and then we'll do like the random, Vivek and I will do random shit for the last hour or so. And yeah, there probably won't be a video tomorrow though because I won't have time. But definitely on Monday. And then I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday is my off day, and Wednesday is Juneteenth, so I'm off Juneteenth when they made that a federal holiday. When did they make that a federal holiday? It wasn't too long ago. I think it was like 2021. When did Juneteenth become a national holiday? Whatever. Okay, 2021. Yeah. So it was literally. It probably happened because of George Floyd. That's what I'm guessing because they just everything was focusing on race that year, and it happened. That happened before Juneteenth, but by the time they could put into the bill, like it wouldn't be ready. So that's probably what they did it for next year. I'm assuming because that's not the only thing that happened that summer. There was other things that happened involved racism and stuff, which is luckily there hasn't really been as many incidents as before. I just think everyone went crazy because everyone's locked in their fucking homes and they just decided to destroy cities and stuff. Now, I'm not like. I support every group, but I really don't like when protests become riots. I literally cannot stand it. It's not solving anything doing that. But I don't mind protesting at all. I think everyone should protest. But when it involves like going into stores, stealing shit, that's not a protest. That's crimes, So, but also, I'm not gonna get into that part because that could be sensitive. But it's just, I don't know. It was a bad time. That's all I'm going to say. It was a bad time, and I'm glad people, we've gotten a little bit better. Of course, it's not going to be the best thing ever, but I've noticed a little improvement. Unless you go on like Twitter, there's a whole fucking dude. It's like Elon Musk purposely puts the fucking racist on top of my feed that I don't even follow, but I see it. They were commending that woman that said the N-word on her stream or whatever. And they're saying it's just a word. It's like, it's a word, but why? Don't say it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Don't say that word. If you like, I hate the word in general. I just don't like hearing it. But, when I hear another white person say it, I'm like, oh my God, please stop. But all right, enough with that. That's too much politics for me today. I can't do that. I already lost viewers. I'm already down to 25. See, I just gotta be quiet. No, I'm just kidding. I won't be quiet. But what's my favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Definitely. Are you talking about like an alcoholic or non-alcoholic alcoholic beverage, or just in general? Because my favorite is unsweetened tea or water. Water is definitely goated for sure. I should do a drinks tier list on my second channel. That'll be fun. I did a beer one before too. I don't know if you guys see that, but okay. Yeah, no, that was unsweetened tea. It has nothing to do with the Ice Spice meme. I just thought it was funny to just say it. She farted in my unsweetened iced tea because I love drinking it, and then now it's like it's a big thing, you know. It's I try to comment I try to comment on it every once in a while on her page, but you know, it comes to a point where you can't. I might start doing it to Pink Panthers now because she's probably my new number one. Her, Megan the Stallion are still up there. SZA, she's gotten way too much plastic surgery. Like it's just it bothers me, you know. And I'm not against women wearing makeup or getting surgery done or anything, but it's just it comes to a point. She was really beautiful before maybe when she had like a little cosmetic surgery, but it's got to the point where she just looks really really fake, like all over the place, and it's almost uncanny sometimes when she's like caking her face with makeup and has all that. But hell, her thighs, everything is great there, where there's no problem with the thighs. But yeah, so I could go on and on about black women. You already know that. If you guys know me, you guys know I could talk about them for 30 years at least. I wish we could get a heat wave here in Germany. Fucking cold here for the season. Well, I don't think you want it this hot though. You don't want to have it at 90, 95 plus over 100 with the heat index. So this is some peak vibes, some live tales, and I'm working on my guitar right now. Hell yeah, work on your guitar, baby. All right, you got past that. Have you done anything yourself? Or you talk about drugs? Yes, I've done them. Did you see that woman on YouTube teaching her audience to be pedophiles? How to target? No, I did not see that. I don't even know if I want to see that. I don't even want to know. Uh, that's horrible. How did they? That's this generation's going downhill, dude. That reminds me. This has nothing to do with pedophilia, but I was delivering mail today, and I saw this kid had a lemonade stand, and I'm like, oh, let me brighten up his day, do my good deed for the day, because I just got paid $25 in cash today for shrooms that I got my friend. He gave me 25. He was supposed to give me 20, but so I was like, all right, I'll just give the $5 to this kid. Gave him the $5. He was on his phone when I was walking up there. And I gave it to him, put it on the table. Didn't say thank you. Didn't say he didn't say a one word to me. He just gave me the lemonade, and I kind of felt disrespected. I know these kids, you know, I don't expect a big thank you or anything, but the fact that I took the time to go over there and give them the cash, like even the parents didn't say anything to me, and I delivered to those people too. It was just a different time of the day where I wasn't actually on that street. I was doing the street off the side of it. It was a main road, but I was doing the side street off of it, and I was figuring when I cross on the side street, I can go over there and get it because it was right on the corner over there a little bit. And he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything about the 5. You know, I was like, keep the change. Just nothing. He said nothing to me. I don't know what the hell his problem was. I mean, he's a kid. He's probably one of those kids that stares at disabled people while they walk by with their eyes wide open. You know, they're like, what is that thing? But you know, I didn't want to get. You know, I wasn't expecting anything huge. I was just saying, if I was in that position, this is why I did it, because if I remember I did like a Kool-Aid stand before, and I wasn't getting that much. I got a couple people, but I would have been so grateful if someone came up to me and gave me a 5. Especially in this economy, you know, you could take whatever you can get, and I need money right now. I can't wait till YouTube fucking pays me. I got so many fucking bills right now, and it's bothering me. I'm getting kind of scared here, but don't worry about the Trip Keeper. So this is, you know, I know it's $5, but I don't know. I just had to go on a tangent there because I couldn't tell anybody about that. I was just pissed off about it, because it was just, you know. Come on, just say thank you. That's all I wanted. Just say thank you. Not something like, oh, thank you so much. Just be like, oh, thank you. You're very kind. You know, something like that. You know, that's what I would have done. And I think the fact that he was on his phone while I was going up there, you know, his mind is already fried. He's probably watching TikToks. And the thing is, with those parents, their dog, when I was there the other day, I was delivering, and the dog was out. And, you know, when a dog is out, I don't care if they're nice, unless I know for sure that they're nice, but you just can't be sure while you're delivering. I never seen the dog before. It may have barked at me before, but this is the first time I actually seen it. It wasn't on a leash, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to go there, I said to myself. And I don't think they had mail anyway, or if they did, of course I skipped it. And then they're like, oh, he just barks. But, you know, I know dogs that just bark, but I don't know. When people say they're always, I think she said he's friendly or he's just barking, whatever, maybe both. But This one time when I first started delivering mail, when I went up to this person, she said her dog was friendly. And then I got back to my truck, and another person was walking by, and the dog started jumping on her, and he was like angry too. And I was just thinking like, oh yeah, he's really friendly, isn't he? It wasn't like, a very ecstatic dog. Like some dogs are just they don't even know what to do with themselves. They're so happy to see a human. But this one was evil. It was growling and stuff. And yeah, so you got to be very careful with dogs at the post office. I've almost got bitten by two big dogs before. I got bit by two little ones, which actually fucking hurt a little bit. So whenever I see a dog, no matter what size, if it's coming at me, I'm spraying it now. I don't care. Or you yell at it really loud. This one time, this dog came out at me, and I screamed as loud as I could to go away, but it was like a million times louder than that. And I'm sure the whole street heard me, and that dog fucking put its ears down and ran back. So I think you just need to be loud, and if that doesn't work, you definitely have to spray, because sometimes they will get you, and it's just, there's no joke here. Carriers have gotten mauled to death. There's one person in Florida got killed by like 3 or something pit bulls. Not saying pit bulls are bad, but I'm just saying, I'm giving you the facts. That's what happened there. She got mauled by pit bulls. And pit bulls, I love pit bulls, but if they have a bad owner and they're dangerous, then I really don't like pit bulls. I think they're one of the scariest dogs ever. But if they're well trained and they're a good dog, hell yeah, they're one of the best dogs ever. So there's no really in between with pit bulls. They're either really love them or you really are fucking terrified of them. That, Rottweilers, and German Shepherds. I think the German Shepherd almost got me. That was the first dog that almost got me. A huge German Shepherd. Had to be at least 180, 200 pounds at least. Or it was just really furry. But yeah, German Shepherds are very protective of their owners and their houses. But it's funny because I'll be walking on the street, on the main street, wherever I'm at, and then a dog will be in a car, and it'll bark at me from the window of their car. Like, dude, I'm not even at your house right now. Why you fucking just calm down, bro? Like, it's like, what the hell? It's crazy that these dogs bark at you even when they're not. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, I just laugh to myself about it. But it can be very scary though. All I gotta say is if you join this job or you're in it, just be careful with the dogs. Don't fucking fuck around with them. And if you have a dog that is not very nice to the postman, don't get mad at them for not delivering that day. If your door is open, if you got the screen door closed but your door is actually open, that's not going to be good enough. If I see that, I hear your dog barking, I'm not doing it. Unless I know for sure that the dog does not jump through the screen or goes on the door, because some dogs don't. They bark at you, but they don't jump, and I'll feel safe. But if I know the dog can jump on the door, no matter if it's locked, if it's heavy, that thing can go. I've seen dogs break windows while coming at me. Twice it happened. And then this dog, last time a dog came at me it came through the screen door, but the screen door was already broken. But a dog can easily break a screen door to begin with. They could break glass easy if they get enough momentum. So yeah, just don't take it personal if we don't deliver for that. Because it's all about safety, and it's all about saving you too, because if there's a dog bite and your dog did it, do you know how much money you're paying for that? You are screwed. That's a federal employee that got bit by your dog because you were careless with it. That's not a good thing. And you got to remember, there's people who commit crimes on mailmen. Like, dude, do you not know that we are very untouchable almost. And if you do something, if you try to rob us or do anything, like, you're going to federal prison, bro. Now, if the dog bites you, bites a mailman, you're not going to prison, but you're going to have to pay a hefty fine. And because the carrier has to get their hospital stay shit if it's bad enough. If it's not bad, I don't know how it works, but there's some dogs that can really fucking attack, and it's very scary. But that's all I wanted to say. If you guys were like interested in that, knowing about like dogs and shit, like we don't take any. There's no jokes with them. Like, even if a carrier sprays them, you're not, and the dog didn't even do anything, this is kind of fucked up. Like the person, there can't be anything done about it. Like, let's say a dog is behind a fence and they can't get you, but the mailman decides to spray it anyway, then that's like, the owner can't do anything about that. They'll go down the post office. It happened before, and the supervisor has to protect the carrier because it's a dog. And but yeah, no, so that's kind of bad, but that doesn't happen very often. from what I know. At least not at my office. But it probably could happen a lot of places. But that's just fucked up to do that. If a dog's behind a fence, hey, leave it be. That's good that it's behind a fence, bruh. I'm not going by it. I don't care. And if it can't jump over it, thank you, Lord. But yeah. But that's what's so fun when there's a good dog. Oh, they're so awesome. There's a dog that's on a leash and it can reach me, but it doesn't bite. It's a good dog. I give her peanut butter treats and she loves me. She wags her tail. There's a difference, I think, when their tails are low and they're wiggling versus when it's like pointed up. I think there's a difference. Like they're a little confused or they're cautious when they're wagging their tails when it's pointing, when it's going down. But when it's up, they're pretty happy and curious. At least that's what I think is true. Maybe it's the opposite, but I don't think so. Bruh, I'm waiting on my paycheck too. I turned in my timesheet late. I'm suffering the consequences. Oh, yeah. Boofing is close if you don't have the equipment. I'm scared of needles. I was never afraid of needles until the last time I went to the doctor, and they took out like four fucking things, 4 fucking reasons to get blood, and one of them was HIV. Like, why are you giving me an HIV fucking shot or blood? Because I'm not. Where did I ever say I'm worried about having? I think I have HIV. Like, there's no fucking reason to do that shit. I don't know. Maybe they thought I was gay or something. But that's not the only way you can get it, of course. But like, I don't know. I think it was because it was also part of. It was a therapy clinic too. Like it has psychiatrists and doctors. So I guess maybe they just do it because there could be drug addicts there too that might share needles. Maybe that's probably why. But I didn't say. I didn't say I was a drug addict or anything. But yeah, I guess they probably do it to everyone. But I felt that was just stupid. I had to get 4 fucking things of blood taken out, and that was not fun. My dad got yelled at by a dog owner because he sprayed a dog while working his route. Yeah, they can yell at you, but they literally can't do anything unless they're very. They could get very, very angry if you don't deliver to their house. It's like, dude, you are literally that fucking stupid. Like, I'm not gonna go up there if your door is open. Chat having his own conversation, not listening. Yeah, I'm done with it now. I want Daddy Tripkeeper to talk about boofing. Well. Boofing, I've never done it, nor do I want to try it. I just don't think it would be a fun time. Maybe I did it. I don't know. Maybe someone, when I was sleeping or something, someone did it, put it in my ass. But I just don't see the fun in it. I'm more of a swallowing kind of person, swallowing pills. If I were to do that, I'm never injected anything, never boofed anything. I've snorted a couple things, but I hate snorting too. I just hate the drip of some stuff. Like it could just be really bad. I can't imagine what snorting Mucinex would be like. That would just be. I can imagine how horrible that smell would be in your mouth. Oh my god, the taste. I mean, but yeah. So, hold on. I'm getting a. Hold up. Getting a message. I gotta tell them that, yeah, message me when you're, or after you pick up, beep. I'm live streaming right now. Hee. Okay, I just had to say that. All right. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about boofing though. How are ya? I'm doing good. First live. Hell yeah, let's go. Don't make it your last. LMAO, wait till he sees this boofing thread. Yeah, it's gonna be something. Yeah, I like I said, I don't have any boofing experiences. Oh god. There is a lot of boof. Alright. Boof harm reduction channel win. I mean, I've done a couple videos on it. The one explicitly says that it's the person shoved it up their ass, but yeah, does Ozzy boof catnip? Oh yeah, he does. He definitely boofs it. He's a boofer, not me though. He boofs salvia too. I was the one who asked him on Insta about also doing trip reports because people like my voice, but now I want to start a boof discussion channel instead. Honestly, that might be a better choice because there's not a boofing channel, if I haven't been mistaken. Unless there is, I don't know. But yeah, a boof harm reduction channel, hell yeah, let's go. Some lady in Florida boof vodka somehow. I actually, I might have deleted that video off my second channel because I was worried about it, YouTube seeing it. So, but there is a video. Whoa, what was that? Hallucinating. There's this. They boofed alcohol, and I don't know. That sounds horrible. It sounds fucking horrible. I'm ordering Phenibut again while I'm at work. I can't wait. Yeah, no, you should really cancel that order, dude. I don't. No, you don't. Please stop. I cannot for the life of me find Phenibut. Well, that's good. Don't even look for it. He said he swallowed like a good female boy. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a femboy, and I am actually going out to the femboy convention in Dayton, Ohio tonight. Meet me there. We'll do a meet and greet. I'm going to be wearing a very sexy leotard, and I'm going to have a skull mask on. So if you guys see me there, come up, say hi. You know, let's do it. I'm not doing that for real, if you guys actually believe that. I tried meth for the first time when I was 15, had fun with it for a month or two. What a wild time that was. So thankful for not finding it later on in life as an adult. Yeah, it might be worse to find it. I mean, you might have, fucked yourself up while you were young, but if you're an adult, you're more stressed out. You want to find more escapes, and if you found it, you'd probably be addicted until you died. I can't imagine what going through meth withdrawal would be like. I don't think I've ever done a video on meth withdrawal. That could be a very interesting video, but I just did a meth psychosis video, which was, it's a shorter one, but it was actually a really good story. I really liked it, so go check that out if you missed it. Also, the Spotify thing that people had problems with, well, it was problems with everything. It was fixed. It got fixed like an hour or two later, so I don't know why they say give it 24 hours because usually everything, when there's a problem, it gets fixed right away. But yeah. Doop-a-da-boop, doop-a-da-boop, ba-da-boop, boop, boop, doop-a-da-boop. Snorting Zoloft is fatal. Yeah, that sounds like a horrible idea. Hey, bro, I have a really disturbing spice trip if you're interested in a story. Yeah, always submit to my Reddit. Reddit.com/r/trip-reports TFTT. Always submit it there. I don't accept stories through email or Instagram or any other thing, just Reddit. So if you send me stories, unless you're just telling me about it just for me to read it and talk to you, then that's okay. But for an actual submission, do not do it anywhere. I know in the Discord there's a trip report channel, but I don't read stuff from there either. So just on Reddit, that's the only way that it'll ever have a chance to be featured on my channel. I'm actually glad I got to experience that feeling. Feeling like Superman is definitely the best way to describe it. Yeah, actually, I think I posted a meme the other day that was, it was a meme post from r/meth, of course, that said they felt like Superman. Have you seen that video about the guy smoking alcohol? No, I have not. How would that even affect you? I want a trip report channel and do podcasts so that everyone listens to my info dumps. Very good idea, honestly. Never gonna tell you not to do something because it could be your lucky break. You never know. All right, let's see here. Phenibut is bad. Okay. OnlyFans when, yeah, and honestly, it could come to fruition at some point. Like, it used to be just a joke, but I might have to do it pretty soon, which is going to be weird because I don't know what would happen after that. Like, I don't know how people would view me. People would just, I was thinking about actually, for something I could do is actually just read eroticas on somewhere and people can pay for that. Because I don't think uploading on YouTube is a good idea, even though my first one I did, I uploaded it. But then the second one, the one I just did, I uploaded to Spotify. I was just really worried, so I couldn't put it on YouTube. But yeah, I was thinking about if you, you could pay me, write a story that you want, whatever it is, like a fan fiction or just your fantasies, whatever, and then I'll read it, and then you pay me, and then you can always have the audio, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. I'm not going to ask you what you're going to do with it, but personal information, but yeah. If you guys That's probably maybe the farthest I'll go, but we'll see. I really don't know. If I get an OnlyFans, I'd lose a lot of my dignity. But who cares? I already lost it probably a while ago. I think we all lost our dignities. Also, I'm not driving to where I'm going, so don't worry about me drinking beer. I was curious about meth, but I know myself better. Yeah, you don't wanna do that. Can Daddy Trip Keeper do a gap reveal? Well, yeah, just honestly, hey, depends on the price. If honestly someone messages me about something and they give me an offer, you never know. Maybe I'll take it. So yeah, maybe I'll do like a side hustle, under the table type shit. But I have to go to the bathroom. I reached the bottom of the chat, so get some questions ready. I'm not gonna read any trip reports tonight because I don't know how much longer I'll be at home. But yes, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be honest. I sit down when I pee like half the time, especially when I'm streaming. I don't want the pee sounds to be on there unless it's on purpose, like the urinal video. But um, yeah, no, I just whenever I'd get up in the middle of the night and have to go, and my eyes would just be so closed because I'm not turning on a light in the middle of the night because I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep. I'm not gonna burn my fucking retinas by doing that. So I have it dark. So I figured I just might as well just sit down instead, and it's better. It's better in my opinion. Shout out. It's underrated to sit down. Unless I'm at a urinal, of course, at a public place. Like I'm not gonna go sit down at a toilet or anything. I don't like sitting on public restrooms. That's one of my biggest things I cannot do. Unless I'm really, really, it's like a super emergency and there's nothing I can do about it. But usually, if I'm working, like today, I had to go really bad, and I went to my mom's house and I took a nice freaking long ass dump, and it was beautiful. Now, the reason I can't use public restrooms is because I've seen what they look like when something happens to it. It could be shit on the walls, piss on the toilet seat, and it's just so dirty. Some places, man, there's a fucking speedway close to here, and that bathroom is just so fucking dirty. It is disgusting. But the women's restroom, because if someone's in the men's room, I'm going in the women's restroom. I really don't give a fuck. If you're a mailman, it doesn't matter, because you get those bathroom breaks. I'm not waiting if they're taking a shit or something. But the women's bathroom is like a fucking huge difference than what the men's restroom looks like. Like, oh my god. And there's also one at the Circle K. There was one day where the bathroom just smelled like legit piss, and it was god awful. I had to cover my nose with my shirt. That's how bad it was. I literally was dying in there. I felt the moisture, the humidity of the piss like all around me, and it was just so bad. And then it sucks when they don't have hand soap or they run out, and like you just, well, why did I go to this bathroom then? So I try to find the nice bathrooms, but Yeah, no, I don't use public restrooms. And also, when I wipe, I have to get the toilet paper wet and then wipe because, you use it dry, like, yeah, you'll get most of it, but there's still going to be some on your asshole. So you got to clean it all. That's why I want to get a bidet, or is it a bidet? I've been struggling to say, like, literally, I've had a conversation about these all day today for some reason. So that's why it's on my mind. Dude, why does Google do this shit? Okay, it's a bidet. Okay, I forgot because there's other things that end with ET that I didn't know if it was that, but yeah. Bidet, I want to get one. Please, 3,000. Yeah, I'll take. Hey, if you give me $3,000, I'll definitely send you my ass. That's for sure. What's worse, Vyvanse or Phenibut? I know you've done both quite recently listening to your second channel. Phenibut is probably worse. If you're addicted to both, yeah, I'd say Phenibut's probably worse. Vyvanse would just ruin, like, it would be hard to get off of because, like, you're so accustomed to that stimulant life, and when you don't do it, it's like, that's how I felt sometimes taking it this time, but that's why I spread it out a little bit by a day. Take it, then off the next day, then take it again, and then off. Just it's every other day. I think that's a safe way to do it. But yeah, no, you don't want to. I think a Phenibut. General answer, Phenibut, and you know why. You a gamer? No, I'm not, but I am excited to play the War of the Worlds game. And there's also a Killer Clowns from Outer Space game coming out. I don't know if you guys seen that. Let me look it up. Yep, survival game. I want to play it really bad. Is it? Oh, it's already out. Okay, I haven't played it. It only has a 7 out of 10 though. Is that a very good score? I don't know how good that is. It'll be fun though. That's one of my favorite movies. It's just it's like, some of it's actually, like, there's a couple scenes in it that are actually, like, it's all funny, but there's some scenes that are actually, like, disturbing. The one where he picks up Officer Mooney and does the ventriloquist act with them, like, that was pretty creepy for a movie that was supposed to be like that. They don't hold back. They do not hold back in that movie. Could you make a barbiturate trip report? Yeah, I've been wanting to, but there's really not enough to do it. So yeah, and I always think when I finally want to do it that it's what was I saying? Oh yeah, because I'm worried about, like, people, like, not knowing what it is. Now I have gotten lucky with some substances on the channel for people that don't know, and they still watch it. But barbiturates, I don't know how many views I get. Right now, everything is pretty low. I don't know what happened, but it seems like once I got monetized again, my views went down. But when I came back after the termination, dude, I was getting so many views. It was crazy. Out of all the stories you have read, what is the scariest substance a user has taken based off the story alone? Well, a classic answer you can say is Datura, of course, but I'm not going to use that because that's a very, very classic answer. But I'd say, just any of the inhalants, like gasoline, butane, like, that shit is just mind-boggling. I think I would take Datura before doing inhalants. That shit is like, yeah, you'll be mentally scarred maybe for, like, months or forever. But also, if you do inhalants, you're going to be physically scarred, and you're also going to be mentally scarred. You're just going to be a lot dumber than you already were for taking it in the first place. But yeah, I see no entertainment from that. It doesn't last long. Like, I don't understand why people do it. Like, there's no reason to. If you're a conscious human being, I don't know why people would do that shit. We might actually end this at an earlier point than I thought. Not right now, though. We're good. But it's definitely not going to be a long one like we've had in the past. I've actually already been on here for a little bit. I'm just glad everything's working. I shut off my computer and turned it back on again. I think I'm going to do that before tomorrow's podcast, too. So like, that seems to help it. Any positive experiences with DXM recreationally or as an antidepressant? Personally, I think it's the best antidepressant because of the lack of side effects and no withdrawal and the afterglow the day after. Yeah, I didn't know people used it for fucking an antidepressant. I never actually heard of that before. I mean, people take it every day, they're addicted, but that's not antidepressant. I don't know. I don't know if you could really call it that. You might be using it as that, but you can't classify it as that. But I don't think. Of course, I've had positive experiences, but I don't. It ends up just not making me feel good at the end. Like I don't know. I can't. Um, I don't know. If I would do some, I would just feel gross. Like every time I yawn, I get this weird feeling in my mouth, and it would just make me tingle, but not in a good way. Like you could tingle and have a good time, but this tingling was a bad tingling. That sounds like a horror movie that needs to be made. But yeah, yeah, no, I don't. I've had positive experiences before, but I don't want to do it ever again. I have actually robo tablets in my cabinet in my bathroom, so maybe if I ever feel like doing it, I'll always have it there, but probably not. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I'm pretty far behind. Let's see. All right. I've probably done it like 250 times in my life. That's crazy. DXM cured my lifelong suicidal depression. Hey, that's good though. At least I'm not gonna tell you if it's working for you not to do it. But I don't know if it's very. It's not for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. But if it's working for you, I think whatever. If you want to keep doing it, I think it's a good idea then. If it worked. But yeah, but I'd still try to get off of it though if you feel better, because you don't want to be on it all the time. I'm doing the DXM/Wellbutrin right now, not really noticing much difference. Ooh, that sounds like if I did that combination, I think I would just have a fucking panic attack for 3 days. What's your movie I don't like is Beautiful Boy. I thought that movie was completely overrated. I don't think Steve Carell did a bad job, but Timothy Chalamet, I don't think he got a drug addict down at all. I think he was terrible as a drug addict. But there's movies I need to see for sure. But yeah, Requiem for a Dream is hard to get through. Yeah, no, I'd probably say that's probably my favorite, even though it's very disturbing. I've only seen it once. What are some trends that you have seen recently? It's an interesting question. See, that stuff is kind of hard to think about on the spot. Trends recently. I don't know. I'm on Instagram every day, though, and I scroll it, and you'd think I would know. But I don't know. I really don't know, actually. Has anyone at the post office ever recognized your voice? No, they haven't. That'd be funny if they did, though. But people at my job know that I do that. So not every single person, but some. Ayahuasca or mescaline trip report. It's been a while since you've done one. Yeah, I probably should do a mescaline one before that, but the same with the barbiturate. There's not too many. And the one peyote mescaline, I did a mescaline trip a while ago, and I fucking called out the author of the story for being a pseudo-intelligent man, and everyone was shitting on me. But then I put up the copy without me calling him out for it, and people were complaining about the author in the comments. So I'm like, well, why did I even get rid of it? Why do I even care these people comment that I fucking pissed them off? Like, why should I even fucking care about that? So I really don't even care what people say anymore. I get too many comments to realize that there's bad ones. When I see them, I'm just like, I just kind of laugh. But because I know that these people who are saying this literally have nothing better to do, especially when it's like a profile picture of like a random fucking thing and they got 0 subscribers. Like, literally, that opinion does not matter. Your opinion matters, but not to me. Can you boof weed? Yeah, I think you can for sure. It'd be kind of hard. You have to cut up into pieces though to fit in there. Unless you put a whole nug up there, that'd be crazy. When it comes to DXM, I put down the phone years ago. Don't eat it anymore. That's good. I bought those gel Robitussin capsules, and I've been too scared to try them. That's what I used to do since they're just DXM inside of it. Also, thanks for being a member, by the way. Yeah, I used to do those all the time. It's definitely a better choice than to do Mucinex or Triple C's or anything like that with anything else in it. I still, like I said, I haven't done the Robotabs yet. But I feel like if you really want to experience a DXM trip, that's, just how small they are, containing 30 milligrams of that. Like, they know what they're doing with that. Like, they're not fucking playing around. They know that kids are buying that shit, and they're probably billionaires, honestly. Um, Maybe I should start making DXM, just straight DXM freebase, and sell it as like, oh, this is an allergy medicine. This is a cough medicine, but it's actually 100 milligrams of DXM per capsule. That would be crazy. 100 milligrams. I wonder what's the highest it has ever come in. Like 30 is what the Robotabs have, but that'd be crazy if it came in like 50 or 100. And I think you could buy the powder DXM freebase online, but you're gonna have to do that at some very, very obscure website, because you're not gonna be able to find it looking on the web right away. But if you scroll long enough or go on the deep web, shit, you might find it. Have you ever experienced ego death, and if so, what did it feel like? I thought I did, but I didn't. So no, I don't think I've ever. Well, no, I can't say. Usually when I fucking smoke, I go through little parts of ego death. I've never gone through a full, complete one, but I've had many experiences where I'm on the edge of it. But yeah, no, I don't. I find that the Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback for the Jets, who was on the Packers, he went to a darkness retreat, did ayahuasca, and, you know, you would think his ego died, but it made it a lot worse. So I don't know. Some people, their ego fucking grows, you know, but ego death, your loss of self, hey, I don't know. I think it's an experience that is very tough to get through sometimes if you're not ready for it. But if you want it to happen, you got to get through it. Does anybody else here think dick smells kind of like balloons? I can't say I've ever had my dick smelling like balloons before, but I can't say about anyone else. I snorted a line of... Wait, that's... Okay, you talk about desochloroketamine. Is that the right name for it? I thought you were talking about dick. Dick. I love me some dick. Yeah, give me some DCK. Okay, just let me know when you pick him up. I want to be able to save this stream and put it to Spotify before I go, so I can't like go on until they get here. All right, let's see. Could you do trip reports on Kana, Cat? Is it? I think it's Cot, right? And Kava or Kratom. I did Kava and Kratom. I've done Kratom multiple times on the channel. Kava, I did that one time. Kana and Cot, though, I haven't done yet. It could be a possibility in the future, because I've definitely had stories ready and I changed my mind. Oh yeah, Mucinex is 60 milligrams DXM. I forgot. Yeah, that's why it fucked me up. I totally forgot that they're 60 milligrams. Yeah, that shit is the extra strength. I know they have the 30 milligram ones, but yeah, that's fucking crazy. Robotab's font even feel like 30 milligrams anymore. They're so strong. Don't even feel like... Yeah, I read font. Yeah, no, I can't say, but yeah, they probably put more in there. Maybe there's something else other than DXM in there that gets you guys addicted. But yeah, a lot of people are addicted to Robotabs, and it's kind of sad. It is kind of sad though, like for real though, like yo baby. That's what I was doing towards the end of my drug use period. It's not something I recommend. LMAO. Yeah. All right. The absolute horror of ashwagandha. I did actually, that's funny. I did the untold dangers of ashwagandha, because you got to worry about every single thing. Like, I'm not going to say not to take ashwagandha because it has helped a lot of people, or at least people feel like it's helped, which, hey, if you feel like something's working, that's almost just the same as if it's actually working. But there's dangers to everything. You know, you never know how someone will react to it. There's always like differences. Your body just may not like it. You know, that's why with this channel people say it's misinformation or it's fake, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, that's one of probably my biggest pet peeves on my channel, when people say that shit, because they're just that just shows us how close-minded they are. They can't believe anything but their experience is what anyone else experiences. Like, no, it's like, this didn't happen to me. Why would it happen to you? Oh, that's so fake. This is misinforming. Like, shut the fuck up. And they wouldn't talk like that either, because they're not sophisticated enough. But yeah, that's why it pisses me off. Now I'm not gonna say that every story I read is true because I can't be for certain. But I try to get the realism of it. And oh, my friend just bought a lawnmower for $50. Hell yeah, boy! I said it with like 5 eyes. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, it just pisses me off when that happens. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Now, if a story is obviously fake, I'm not gonna read it. You know, you can tell when that happens. Like you'll read it and it's just so outlandish that it can't be. But you know, outlandish things happen while on drugs, so you know you can't really discount anything that you see because you really don't know. That's why I try to be open minded with this and have some compassion for people. Because everyone reacts differently, everyone's chemistry is all different, like you cannot be sure, you know. And some people can take, like, let's say you take, I don't know, you smoke weed or something, and for me, I take one hit, instant anxiety attack, no matter what, it doesn't matter. But other people, some people can eat a whole ass edible and barely feel anything. I'm not. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens to people, and it's crazy. Like how much of a difference. If I were to eat a whole ass edible, let's say like a chocolate brownie or something, I would die. I think I would actually die. There would be no saving grace for me. Also, should I do 2CB tonight? I might. Where I'm going, I don't know if I should, but yeah, I don't know if I should, but it's probably not a good idea. I don't want to say where, because I don't, you know, if there's stalkers out there, but yeah. All right, let's see here. The Lovecraftian Terrors of Tantum Rosa. Wait, what is that again? I've seen that before. Okay. Tantum Rosa vaginal douche. Oh, benzotamine? Is that really benzotamine? Wait a second. Is that where I saw it? Oh, that's funny. So it actually is a douche. That would be something. You could definitely boof that shit. The intense, terrifying experiences of Flintstone gummies. When you said Flint, I thought you were going to say Flint, Michigan, because that's more terrifying. But Flintstone's gummies, hell yeah, I should do a trip report on that. But I've actually never looked up Flintstone gummy reports. I wonder if there's actually anything. I doubt it. There might be a joke one. Flintstone gummies horror story. Can you? Oh, I actually clicked on this. Can you overdose on Flintstone gummies? Would a grown man get sick, or is there an actual chance of dying from Flintstone's vitamins? I'm not thinking of doing any self-harm, just genuinely curious. It said no stupid questions. That's the subreddit. You'll get sick from consuming too much of anything. You could die from drinking too much water. Yeah, no, it could be. There's definitely dangers if you do a lot. Like, that's why I want to try to find, you know. The time Hannah overdosed on Flintstones. Say what? Oh, it's a different kind. Wait, what is that? He Buddy with iron? Dude, that's crazy. I should bookmark this for sure. That's funny. I don't know how I feel about reading like articles. Like I did that before, but I feel like that's more of like a deep dive thing. Eating 3 Flintstones gummies gone wrong. It's a YouTube video. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be something out there that you can find that will talk about it, but yeah, no. They won't kill you. Vitamin rant. Vitamin rant. I have a rant about vitamins. Yeah, I did the Flintstones, the one like that are shaped like ecstasy, the actual solid thing of it, not the gummies. I've done those before too, when I was younger. They're just so, you just want to take them. They're just so like, they're just looking at you like, please eat me, please, please. You ever do astral projection or lucid dream trip reports? Yes, I've done one of my first videos when I returned in 2021 was astral projection. And I did a dream trip report. The one that I made, it wasn't a lucid dream though, but I dreamed that I did Datura in a pill form, and yeah, that was a story that I definitely did. So yeah. Newport. I don't know. Let's see. Newport cigarettes. Honestly, it would have to go on like a nicotine compilation. I just did a nicotine one. Um, yeah, no, there's not enough. I wish there was. Like when I see something like that, I really want to do a video on it. Like I don't even want to make it as a joke. I want it to be real because it's just it's funny that it actually exists. Um, let's see here. Do you have your own route at the post office? Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. I have BPD, and it used to help a lot. It makes acid super controllable too for DXM. That's good. Um, the extremely gruesome reality of water. Yeah, you know, water is very terrifying. I would never want to drink it if we didn't have to. No, I'm kidding. I love water. I love water so much. Oh, we got 51 people in here now. I think that's is that the most we've had tonight? That's pretty cool. It's not smooth streaming. Hello there, amigos. Greetings from Germany. Kind of late, but it's a weekend, so we chillin'. That's funny to hear someone say amigos from Germany. Hello, amigos. That's like saying, I don't know. I'm in Ohio, and I'm saying hello, Germans. But yeah, you know, you don't ever know. People, hey, if you live in Germany and you speak Spanish, you're a very, very good person. That'd be really, really cool. People that speak Spanish fluently that are in America that aren't like Latino or anything, that's pretty cool. Like I wanna learn another language. I took French in high school. I took 3 classes. Well, I took first French class in 8th grade, and then I went up to French 3. So that was yeah, that was 10th grade. Was that my last year doing that? Damn, I thought I did it in junior too. I don't remember. But I couldn't have because French 1 was in 8th grade, French 2, 9th grade, French 3, 10th grade. Yeah, so yo from Holland. How many people are in different countries in here? This is pretty cool. I love it when people from internationally watch my shit. That's so cool. I've never known anything about dissociatives in relation to personality disorders, but that sounds like a very interesting, I've known lots of loved ones with BPD. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad when people have BPD or any kind of mental issue. Aloha from India. That's funny. The incomprehensible reality of France. Yeah, you can't even fathom what France is like, dude. France is just like, what the fuck? We're French people. Okay. Just talking about his lawnmower. Konnichiwa from Oregon. This is gonna be a new fucking meme thing for comments. Hey, I'd rather you guys comment that than fucking 0 views in 1 second. Boy fell off. Like, it's getting very old when people say that. I mean, I understand you're trying to be funny, but it's overused now. Also, though, when I see comments like 26 seconds ago is crazy, that's worse than that, I think, because at least I laugh sometimes when it's 0 seconds ago fell off, but you know, I don't like it. A lot of other people don't like it. It's just like, I'm not gonna stop you from commenting anything. I probably might make more people comment it, but it's just I don't. I'll probably, you'll be on my bad side for sure. The destructive world of Detroit. You know, when I went to Detroit earlier this year, it wasn't too bad. I actually liked it. I stayed at the MGM Grand. I got the most expensive room. I just wanted to get, away for the weekend. Or, well, I was there for like a day. Yeah, I was there for a day. I spent like 300 something bucks for that room. It was like the nicest room you can get. It was a suite. It was like a whole apartment building all to myself, basically. Not building, apartment to myself, basically. And I had this special key, and yeah, it was awesome, dude. It was really nice. So for one night, the NFL playoffs were on. I was part of the casino, of course, MGM, and I probably gambled away a couple $100. I just wasted a lot of money. I wish I didn't do that looking back now, because of my IRS payments and me getting terminated. That happened before I got terminated. So yeah, I wish I didn't do that. But I was like, hey, I'm getting consistent income, and my channel's not even getting taken down. But things can change in an instant. But I do not regret it, though. It was a lot of fun. I felt safe in Detroit. I wasn't really in the city as much. It was like right off the freeway. At least where I came by. R.I.P. Vivek. Why'd you say that? Don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Dude. I swear to God. Okay. Oh, I thought his channel got taken down or something, dude. You don't say that. do not scare me. I get PTSD literally from channel terminations. I cannot think of anything else. It's a scary thing to do. Yeah, you better be kidding. Don't make jokes like that, bruh. It's funny now because it didn't happen, but if it really happens, you know, I don't want you to be lying. Now I won't believe it next time. Hopefully there's no next time, though. Please. We're doing the podcast together tomorrow. Sorry, I'm messaging my friend group. Let's see here. What mundane, normal activity, in your opinion, becomes terrifying in psychedelics? Probably going on your phone, probably, because the keyboard is just, like, coming out at you, and there's people messaging you. You're like, what do I even do? At least on shrooms, for me, that's how it was. Or, like, yeah. And then there's some music that could be scary, but, like, just thinking, you know, my thoughts are already kind of bad to begin with, but, you know, if you get caught in a bad thought loop, that's definitely scary. So either one of those. Make videos about the drugs all the people fighting World War II were on. Yeah, I was actually had a video plan. I wrote like 2 sentences for Nazis, but I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Tails, do you think that serotonin syndrome caused by MDMA or something similar can be considered somewhat as a state of delirium? You see hallucinations, but there's no dreamy feeling. I feel like it's definitely like a diluted version of it for sure. I think there can be like, you know, you're hallucinating. So, yeah, I mean, luckily, I've never experienced serotonin syndrome. It would be very scary. I definitely have partial HPPD. You know, every time I try to tell a therapist or a psychiatrist that I have HPPD, they're like, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. And I have to explain it to them. And they're like, how am I ever going to even know if I officially have it if no one even knows what it is? Like, people need to learn about this shit. That's why when I see, like, people who are in, you know, classes, drug addiction stuff, drug addiction treatment, and they watch my videos, like, you guys will teach the world. I'm giving you the content, and you'll preach it. That's what I'm happy about. Hi, my baby just turned 1. The whole time I was pregnant, I couldn't sleep. I listened to your videos. You got me through. Hell yeah. Shout out yo baby. We love babies here. Hopefully one day I can have a baby boy. Yeah, I nothing against girls, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to have a girl. I feel like having that boy, that's a different thing, being a dad, you know. Maybe moms would want the girls, but you know, you want that boy you get along with, you connect with a girl. They're into different stuff than I am, you know. Not every girl, you know. There's definitely girls who are in the same things as I am. But you know, with the boy, that's your little bro, you know. That's your little bro. And I would definitely teach my kid just to be prepared for school. Like, I would do problems, equations and shit, and you know, problem solving, and you know, play Mozart when he's a baby, see if that works. Teach him like music, you know, show him. Something I wish my mom would have done when I was younger. I mean, she played music, but it was just very basic white person dad rock music. You know, grew up in the 80s and shit when she was like in her 20s. So that's the kind of music she grew up with, like Journey and Def Leppard. I mean, they're not basic, but I'm not the biggest fan of like 80s rock. I used to like it when I was younger, but the 60s and 70s is just completely different. It's just so much more raw, and there's a lot more talent in it. Like, it's a lot different. They cared more about, you know, good solos and stuff. Not saying that there's not good solos in the 80s or 90s or whatever, but, you know, it's just compared in general, 60s and 70s. 60s, not so much the 60s, but like the late 60s, early 70s, that's where it was really peaked. That's where hard rock peaked. Yeah. Caffeine addiction trip report when I've done a couple videos. If you guys haven't seen that, what are your HPPD symptoms? Well, the one I've always said is visual snow. Like, I definitely have that. I got the floaters and everything. Like, I'm staring at this wall right now, and it's static. But you don't notice it until like you actually notice it. Like, you'll be like, okay, I see static. But yeah, that I see things out of the corner of my eyes. I don't know if that's really a symptom of it, but yeah, I'd say I hallucinate a little bit. I don't know what it could be though, because maybe it's not even that to begin with, but it all started happening after I took acid and stuff. I might have not have known that that it was, but yeah, no, it's the visual snow is definitely the most common symptom in me. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Wait. False perceptions of movement in the peripheral visual fields. Yeah, that's exactly what I got right there. Perceptions, the absence of objects. False perceived objects are often geometric figures. Yeah, perception of intensified colors. Lines, stripes, or bands that could be observed after animate and inanimate objects have already moved from their previous location. According to DSM-5, images left suspended in the path of a moving object as seen in stroboscopic photography. Palinopsia, is that how you pronounce it? Positive after images that continue to appear in one's vision after the exposure to the original image has ceased. Yeah, here's floaters. Spots that seem to drift in front of the eye. Yeah, I just, when I first started noticing floaters, I just thought I was tired, but then it just kept happening. Yeah, here's the dots, points, particles, models, or specks emerging in an obscure room. Yeah, that's definitely the visual snow, unless they put it down here too. Oh no, they put, oh, so that's something different. But yeah, or aropsia. I didn't know that was a different name for it. Acquired dyslexia. Definitely don't have that. So at least I could say I don't have that at least. Let's see here. Where was the one I was just wanting to read? Oh yeah, fractals. Yeah, no, I haven't smoked enough weed to the point where I can see fractals again, but shit, I noticed it when I was in my teen years. I did acid, and then after that, I was smoking weed, and I would get really high, either hit the dab or hit a bong, whatever it was, hit up the bowl a lot, and the ground would just look like a mini acid trip. Like the fractals would be showing up, it'd be popping up, like you know how it is on acid when you see the fractals on a surface or something, or on the ground or whatever. You'll see it just pop up a little bit. Shrooms too, you know. But yeah, that was happening, and it was really cool at the time. But I know for sure if I were to see it now, it would not be fun. But yeah, I'm sure if I smoked a lot of weed now, it might still happen. But yeah, some of those symptoms I definitely have. I don't have all of them, but yeah, it's definitely, it definitely goes with it for sure, because I did acid first when I was 15, and I don't think anyone should be doing acid until they're at least 18. At least wait till you're 18, but you should do it past that though, like 20, 21. I think 21 is pretty much good age. You can't, people who are interested in drugs, you're not gonna be able to wait till you're 25 though. So, Alright, I'm just getting these messages. Let me know when you're coming here. Thank you. Oh, send another message. Okay. Alright. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we asked the HPPD. And then it just refreshed. It's shitty to feel like that. I once overdosed on ecstasy and never did this much again. Yeah. Oh, he's a boy. Shout out your boy. Hell yeah, you got lucky there. Are you spiritual, or do you have a spiritual practice like meditating? I haven't meditated or done anything like that before. I think maybe one time I tried to, but no, I'm not a very spiritual person. I have spiritual thoughts, but I'm not a spiritual person. Body dysphoria, ringing in the ears, unable to pee, and motor functions are at your worst. Yeah, that's honestly, I think I have all that shit. I don't know if you're talking about HPPD or what, but yeah, I definitely have that shit sometimes. What's that anxiety for peeing? Let me look it up, because I have that shit sometimes. If I was, dude, I remember I went to the Cleveland Browns game. Wait, where is it at? Damn, what's it called? I'm just gonna stay on this page so you don't have to say it. Wait, no, there's a name for it. This says anxiety, urination. Oh yeah, okay, I gotta learn how to pronounce that. Paruresis. Let's see here. Pronunciation. Periuresis. Yeah, I got periuresis sometimes. Like, if I at the Browns game, dude, there were so many people in the men's room, dude. It was crazy, and I just could not go. So I had to wait till the stall opened. I went in there. And even then, it took me a while to go. Like when I'm around a bunch of people, unless I'm like really, really have to go, I usually struggle, and that kind of fucking sucks because I don't want people thinking I'm taking a long time to pee. Like, bro, you're peeing a long time. But nah, I just I just have I just have periuresis. That's all. I start talking to the guy and next stall over, like, hey, you know about periuresis? I have it. Visual snow ain't normal. I mean, it could be normal. I don't know if you have it, but yeah. Visual snow sucks. In 2021, when I started noticing it, I got fucking freaked out. I was so worried. I would sit out by this park that's by my house that faces the lake, and I was sitting at the bench, the swinging bench, and I was looking out, and like all I saw was static in the darkness, and it was thunderstorming down close, not close, but like down across the lake a little bit. I could see it miles away, but I was just seeing staticky, and then in a dark room, like it's not like crazy static. It's not like I actually get static vision. It's just like, imagine putting a static image and turning the opacity down to like 50, like halfway, kind of like that, maybe a little bit less, and it's just constantly shimmering like that. That's what it is. And you just gotta, I don't focus on it. That's why I was so scared of it in 2021, because I just kept focusing on it. I didn't, like, I was worried I was gonna be freaking out forever, but I ended up being fine after a while. Like, I'm not fine. I thought maybe it would go away, but I don't know if it ever can go away. There might be ways, but it hasn't gone away yet, so I really don't know. But I can live with it. It's not like a big problem. It's not affecting my daily life. But when you're thinking about it and you're noticing it, that's when it affects you. When it's causing you anxiety, that affects it for sure. But physically, no, it doesn't. Long time listener. I'm also a carrier. Hell yeah. Shout out, post office. What are you going to do with the third channel? I don't know. I made it because I lost my main channel, and I was going to put my second channel content on there, but then I got my channel back. Actually, they deleted the third channel, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm screwed now. And then they gave it back to me, and then by the time I wanted to upload something, I got my main channel back. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't hope... I might turn it to, like, a special channel. Because people on the second channel, there's comments, there's more complaints. Like, dude, I thought I got away from this shit. Like, bruh, leave me alone. I got a comment yesterday, and they said it seems like he makes it hard to read. Like, okay, reading is easy. I can read, but the fact that you're in front of a microphone and you're trying to get it right without messing up, the pressure is on, and you got to read it. Like, if I just read it super fast and I went through it, I could get through it. But I'm trying to, like, slow down, keep my pace, and if I go fast, I don't want to slip up. And it's just, it's hard to just read constantly without messing up. You're gonna mess up, and people think they know everything. They know that reading. They're like, well, I can read. Of course, you can fucking read. I can read. When I read in my head, I don't skip over no words. But when you're reading and you're trying to get a good voice down while you're at it, you got to perfect that. You can't just assume that you're just perfectly going to read it, because it's not going to happen, because it's just, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of reading my whole life. I've always been a very efficient reader. For my high school I was at, I did the announcements, and I would read off a teleprompter, and I did that shit. I actually was on Ambien one time, and I had to do the announcements. Dude, I don't even know how I read it, but I did it. It was fucking crazy. I don't even remember seeing the words, but it was just insane how I even fucking did it. But yeah, no, until you actually go out, grab a story, and read it, and get your microphone, it's a different story than just reading it to yourself or what, because there's no pressure on you. You're not reading in front of people. It's a very different story. Of course, reading is like the easiest thing you could do, but when you're doing it in front of people, you're doing a video, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure it's good. My main channel, you guys should see the mess ups. I mean, it's crazy. Because I got a specific voice for it that I want to do, and it's got to be perfect. All right. I just want to let you guys know that, because it's stupid for you guys to think that, if that's what you people think. That's another closed-minded take that person had, which I'm like, it pisses me off, because you don't know until you actually do it. Like, yeah, it can seem like reading is like, why can't you just read it normally? Like, bruh, it's not easy. It's easy to read, but not like what I said, where you're doing it for the video, where you're doing it and you don't want to cut it out. I could easily read the story and stop every time I mess up, and you guys wouldn't even know, because I could just continue on, pause it, take out what I just messed up, and do it, and you guys would be like, oh, you read it perfectly. Like, no, I didn't. There's never been a time I read something totally perfectly, unless it was like maybe a couple sentences. But you want to get it good. That's all. It takes a while. Doop-a-da boop boop. Doop-a-da boop boop. Boop boop. Trip Keeper, you ever done alcohol? Yeah, speaking of alcohol, I'm almost done with this Miller High Life. I'm going to go grab another one, and by the time they get here, I'll be done with that. I'll probably get off in like 20-25 minutes, I think, because by the time they should be here, before 7. So. And you guys know what's great about where I'm going? They got Miller High Life too. So I can just keep on going, baby. But I don't want to go too much, because having too many beers, that's going to cause a problem. Trip Keeper, least favorite alcohol. I hate Jägermeister. I cannot drink it. I never had a Jaeger bomb, which I heard is better. But straight Jägermeister, I hate the way licorice tastes. I can't. Oh my god, it's a black licorice. The Twizzlers are good when I have them. I don't really eat those anymore. But fucking black licorice, I hate. Anise, that tastes dude. One time I accidentally bought anise toothpaste. Is it anise or is it anise? I want to get it right. I don't want to fucking sound like a dumbass.
Anise.
Oh, anise. All right. Well, fuck you. Is that really right? I have to. Anise. Sometimes the Google pronunciation is wrong, so I have to make sure I get it right for sure. I don't care as much on the second channel, but on my main channel, I want to try to get everything right. It's nice when I see a word or a drug I've never heard of, and it's like a long word, and I get it right. I'm like, ooh, I don't have to reread it.
Anise.
Okay, it is anise. UK?
Anise.
Anise. Yeah. Okay, so I accidentally bought an anise toothpaste, and terrible. I didn't even realize that I bought it. I thought it was like a charcoal. It was black. I didn't even look. I just thought black was just automatically charcoal, which was stupid on my part. And sometimes I wear sunglasses in a store, and I need my glasses, and then I can't see, so that was probably another reason why, which is another stupid thing. But then I brushed my teeth, and I was like, it was so bad. I hate that shit. I hate anything similar to smell like anise, licorice, Jägermeister. I still have the bottle of Jägermeister. It's a little bottle. It's like one of those travel-sized bottles. It looks like it's like the size of a flask almost. I still have it in my cabinet underneath this bar table. I will never drink it. It's just so nasty to me. Can you talk in the Trip Keeper voice for the next question? LOL. All right, let me find a question and I can read it. I love you, buddy. Been a fan since you first started. Cheers from Sweden. I thought you were saying since you first started Cheers. I'm like, I never seen that show before. I need to watch it. But yeah, shout out Sweden. Have you ever heard of wasp meth? Yes, I have actually. I want to do a video on it. It's like the opposite of well, not the opposite. It's similar to Trank in the fact that it's very dangerous like that, but different feelings, of course. I'm 1 day clean, boys. Hell yeah. All you got to do is make it 2, and then after that, make it 3, and then after that, make it 4, and then relapse. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. I'm now, I definitely going for a day. The first week is very tough, for sure, and there's so many urges, but people who are in huge addictions like heroin and fentanyl, and they stop, man, they're some of the strongest people ever on this planet. Except the people that get addicted and they stop, and they fucking bash other addicts who are struggling, and they're like, oh, it was easy for me to stop. It's like, well, if it was easy for you, then you weren't really that addicted then, because there's to be addicted to something and to get off of it, you know how hard that is. That shit, unless you're just very lucky with it. But usually they exaggerate and say it was easy, but it was actually hard. But that's what I don't understand. Like, you were in the same spot and you don't have any empathy for them. And now they're literally just as bad as people who aren't drug addicts, who comment on like videos or reels of people who are making a memory of their daughter or son who overdosed on fentanyl. They're like, just don't do drugs. They didn't. They did it. It was their choice. They caused it to happen. Like, okay, yes, technicalities. They did it to themselves. They did it. They're the ones that did the fentanyl, and they put it inside themselves. Now, not all the time. People drug you, lace you, whatever. They could do whatever. But people that do drugs willingly, do fentanyl willingly, they know that they could probably die any day. But it's the fact where they grew up in, how they were raised, what kind of pressure they had around them, and why they did in the first place. Did they try it because everyone else was doing it? Did they start off by smoking weed, then went to psychedelics, then went to pills, then went to fucking opioids, cocaine, and then what? What after that, you know? Did it go to that? Did it just spiral out of control? Like, you never know. Did someone get drugged one night and get addicted to it by doing that? Like, you don't feel bad for those people? That's why I just don't understand why people are just so fucking rude online, and they just say whatever they want because they're behind a screen and no one will ever come looking for them. But you're not only hurting the people, the victim that overdosed and died, but you're also hurting the family that try to get them to stop, and they tried themselves. Of course, I don't think anyone who is addicted to fentanyl wants to keep doing it. You know, but they have to, because they feel like they have to. They can't live without it, which physically sometimes you can't. Like, the best way to do it is you got to taper off very slowly, but that's the only way you can really do it. And then let's say you taper off and then you're not feeling the effects, so you're like, well, I got to take more, and then that just leads to the addiction again. And just people who are very, very mean and rude online piss me off. I just fucking can't stand how people aren't like, they don't understand what people are going through. Like, maybe I'm different with people, but like that's just how I see the world. I see it as, we should all be very empathetic for people, unless they're not very empathetic people themselves. They're assholes or murderers, rapists, whatever. I don't think they should get any empathy. People like that, of course. But, drug addicts, come on. Seriously, like, just hit backspace, swipe. Don't even comment on anything. Like, really, you're commenting on something that could be really sensitive to some people, especially if their parents see that and they see your comment that says, "Oh, drug addicts did it to themselves. I'm glad they're dead." Like, what is that parent gonna think when they see that their kid died and someone's saying this about their dead body? Like, you just gotta think about those things when you comment stuff like that. It's just not right at all, and it's so stupid. Doop-a-da-boop. Trip Keeper, do you have a P.O. box? No, I don't. I wish I could accept gifts, but if anyone wants to give me a gift, either go on Patreon or donate money on here. We'll take it. Tequila Sunrise, that's a great song by the Eagles. It's another tequila sunrise, staring closely. I forgot the lyrics. Through his eyes, said goodbye. Something like that. I used to have I was big into the Eagles 4 years ago. 5, who remembers that? I think it was like 5 years ago. Wow. Time fucking fives. Just kidding. Time flies. Eagles. Some people hate the Eagles, which I don't understand. I mean, they just got... Glenn Frey has a beautiful voice, and they're just such, like... They do it well with the instruments and stuff. They use the pedal steel too sometimes, which is my favorite instrument of all time, and I just love it when non-country songs use pedal steel. Like, I love country songs using pedal steel, not modern country, because most of the time it fucking sucks. There's a couple that are good, but most of it sucks. But old country with pedal steel, some of the most beautiful sounds you could ever hear. They're very talented. It's one of the hardest instruments to play, so people don't appreciate that shit, which I think you guys should give appreciation to it. I'm a dip, boys. Take it easy, y'all, and stay strong. Hell yeah. Greetings, love from Australia. Hell yeah, let's go Australia. If you're drinking Jaeger, just get yourself some grape juice. Yeah, I'd say I want to try it, but I don't want to get anywhere near Jägermeister ever again. Hey baby, can we kiss? Mwah. There you go. Brittany says, hey, hello, how are you doing today? If you have nothing else to do, reading is very fulfilling. Yeah, I wish I could read more, but yeah. Miller High Life, yeah, we got some Miller High Life here. Jaeger is cough syrup made by a cough syrup maker. That's exactly what it tastes like, dude. This one time, actually, before I was really disgusted by the taste of black licorice and anise, whatever, fuck. I won't remember that next time I pronounce it, but anise, my friend had cough syrup that was flavored like black licorice or whatever licorice. It was some flavor like that. And I was just drinking. We were playing basketball at the apartment's basketball court. It was just like a little basketball hoop. And we, it was just normal playing basketball. And I was just drinking it out there like a fucking alcoholic drink or something. I was just chugging it. And yeah, I don't remember if I got high or not, but it was one of the times I was very down bad. And now people are usually down bad because of women, or if you're a woman and you see a man, you're down bad. Which people, they say, "Daddy Trip Keeper, you guys are down horribly bad." I'm just kidding. I get flattered when people comment that. Actually, I like it because being called daddy is just a very wonderful thing. If you didn't know. But yeah, forgot what I was talking about. But let's just continue. Kiss me, Daddy Trip Keeper. Mwah. There you go. We love you, Trip Keeper. Mwah. We do indeed love you, Trip Keeper. Mwah. All right. I had a water before this, and I'm in the middle of my second beers. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. I'm sorry, guys. I got Tequila Sunrise stuck in my head. I'm gonna go put on my shoes. All right. Sorry, listen to you as something to relax to, and then slowly realize it's a good community. Yes, we try to make it as best as we can. Thirsty as Trip Keeper. Yeah. Mwah. Trip Keeper, senpai kiss me. Mwah. I'm kissing everybody tonight. Come get the kisses. I don't have any STDs, I promise. And even if I did, I don't think it would spread that way. Unless I had like herpes on my mouth, then that might be a problem. But if I had herpes on my mouth or a cold sore, I would, if I saw that, I would definitely just back off. But this is virtual, so even if I did have herpes, none of you guys would be affected. Love the videos, bro. Perfect bedtime stories. Hell yeah, Zach White. Hell yeah, let's go, baby. The sun is still out. Let's go. Should I microdose shrooms tonight? I'm going. I don't know if I really want to, actually. I'm gonna have to get some good sleep though tonight because the podcast tomorrow. Show Ozzy. Yeah, I wish I could. I don't even know where he's at right now. I think he's in my room. Usually he comes out and meows in the microphone, but he's not doing it today. I don't know why. What's wrong with you, Ozzy? I think he's just recovering from his nutmeg ingestion. he fucking boofed a whole ass nutmeg in his ass, and he hasn't been the same since. That was like 3 days ago. I think he's still in a state of delirium psychosis, or deliriant psychosis. It's another tequila sunrise. What is that? I feel something on the bottom of my shoe. Are you a top, bottom, vertical, or side? I mix all of them, but I like it being on. I love missionary, and I'm sitting down, or not sitting down. I'm laying down. Yeah, that's perfect. But hey, anyway, I don't really care. It really does not matter to me. It does not matter to me. Going to make the kava tonight after work. Let me know how that goes. All right. This one time, my friend at the time bought kava powder, and we like extracted through a sock, and yeah, it was. I don't remember if I did it or not, but I don't think it worked. I think there's a process for sure. Well, now I got 59 people in here. Is that the record today? I don't know. We had like 30 to 40 people. I could tell you real stories from multiple drug periods, but I don't know what statute of limitations are. LOL. You could say whatever you want. I don't care. And the crazier, the better. Seem like a top. You're very dominant. Oh, I'm a dominant man, yes, but I could be, maybe I don't want to be dominant all the time, No, but I would like to be most of the time. You never know. But if a girl is dominant, it's tough. I don't know. There's some people that are interested in that, but not me. You gotta be submissive, bro. I'm not. If she's like telling me what to do, is like, chokes me or something, that's gonna be a turn off for me. I'm not into that. Some women like to go crazy with knives too. Luckily, I have never had to experience that, but there was a time where it almost could have happened, and that was kind of freaking me out. So I was just like, I'm not doing that. Don't want to do it. What's your worst sexual encounter? Oh God, Brittany, why are you asking me this? The worst sexual encounter. Let's see here. It's either when I lost my virginity, but it was a good time. But it could have been really bad. When I lost I'll just tell the story of it. But when I lost it, I was 15 years old. I think it was summer going into 10th grade or summer going to 11th grade. We were at the cul-de-sac where she lived, and we were getting drunk. I didn't want to get her drunk. I just brought it because we both were. I didn't even know that was gonna happen that night. And fucking drank. But the thing is, she was on to me before that, so I was like kind of thinking something might have happened. Something might happen. So like I was in the back of my mind for sure, but I wasn't planning on doing anything. But she came on me after we started drinking a lot. Not a lot, but drinking, and I was like, fuck it, I'll go with it too, I guess. And it's kind of a blurry mess, but I ended up leaving my underwear at the at the park bench, like next to it. I slept on it until we were there like the whole night. She went back home at like 2 a.m. or 3 in the morning, and I slept till like 6 or 7 in the morning on the park bench. And I don't know how many people drove by, but one time while we were there, while I was inside of her, this fucking person drove around the cul-de-sac and had their headlights flashing at us, and we both looked at them at the same time, and we thought for sure they were gonna get out and be like, what are you doing? But they just drove away. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but yeah, so that could have definitely been worse. Public. I don't recommend doing it at a cul-de-sac, that's all. But I wouldn't say it was a bad encounter. I think we both had a good time. Yeah, I never really had a bad one, I don't think. But yeah, thoughts on Tool. I haven't really listened to enough music, but what I have listened to, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I know that it's liked by drug users for sure. Who the hell is talking all the time? I'm talking. Who else would it be? Oh, you got 54 people in here. I do it. Once I tell my virginity stories, that's when the viewers come in. I knew it. I gotta tell every time I make a video. There's no way in hell that the day I have my first acid trip, this motherfucker live streaming. Yeah, I'll probably have to leave pretty soon, but I wanted to get something in today at least, because I planned it. And yeah. Ooh, look at Winky. I recommend you guys follow Winky the dwarf cat. She is so gorgeous. She's so cute. I can't believe how cute she is. Who are you? I'm the Trip Keeper, bro. I don't know who these. I don't know if people are coming on here. They don't know. They don't know my channel, but that's who I am. That's pretty cool though that other people are coming in here. Like, let's go. Let's go. I'm not gonna ask you guys to subscribe though because this is yeah. I want a good night kiss from Daddy Trip Keeper. Good night. Good night. Gotta go. Don't let the feds get you down. You're doing the Lord's work. Hell yeah. If anyone needs an update, I'm drinking a Miller High Life right now. Currently on the second one. Gotta finish it before my friends get here to pick me up. I'm glad I'm not driving tonight. Am I beautiful? I think we're all beautiful. You know, it's a question that you can answer all differently, but we're all beautiful humans. Unless you're like Hitler or something, or Harvey Weinstein. I don't think they're beautiful at all. Maybe if Hitler just went with art school and didn't kill millions of people, it would have been better, but yeah. Hi from the Netherlands, MDMA distributor number 1. Hell yeah. Shout out MDMA and shout out Netherlands. Now you got 34 people in here. Went up from 50 freaking 6 to 34. Damn, that's crazy. All right. You know, I might end this actually pretty soon now. It seems like people are getting less talk. Now there's 27 people in here. I didn't say I was going to leave now, but now I might. I think you guys took it the wrong way. Tales from the Trip was a great show. You talk about the Comedy Central one because they stole my idea. I did it first. You look back, I was the first person to do a trip report named Tales from the Trip. Flocka trip report when yeah, I can't really trust them online. I don't know if they're real because Flocka, I feel like people who do Flocka are just like crazy and they wouldn't even know how to use a damn computer because they're so fucked up on Flocka. But yeah. All right, but I'm going to end it there even though that I said I wouldn't end it so soon. But yeah, I'm going to go and just make sure to watch the Trip Sitters podcast tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, we're having a special interview with the woman who runs Savage Sisters Recovery, nonprofit organization in Philadelphia, specifically the Kensington area. I'm going to ask her some questions about addiction and how, how she started, and, how Trank has affected all these addicted people. But yeah, it's going to be a really good interview. I recommend you guys should watch it. It's going to be really, really good. I promise. Thank you, Trip Keeper, for your content, and thanks for your live stream. No problem. No problem. But yeah, go there, go watch it tomorrow. Turn on your notifications, and it'll be a good time. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and